going to be working with some of my chunky wood cutouts again. I have these, they're not on the website yet. I will get them on the website tonight after I get off the live. But this is what I'm gonna have is these 3 different sizes are gonna be available as a set on there, and so you can just do what you want with them. There's so many different ideas, but I wanted to show you all 3 of them tonight so that you'll know. I'll put them on the website and then I'll attach a link here, but my link to my website is actually in the description. And if you don't already subscribe to my page, make sure you do so. I'm going to use a couple napkins from a napkin pack that I had last year. If anybody's interested in the pack from last year, I will sell it for $10. But you'll have to take a look at, you'll have to get in contact with me because they could go quick and they might not. So I'm not doing napkins this year for Christmas. Hello, Miss Kathy. So if you want to get in on these from last year, then you can just let me know. I'm going to use the bigger of the 3 tonight. And I'm going to use 2 of the napkins that were part of last year's. It says Happy Holidays. This has the gold on, or the, not the gold, this one here on the red, it's more of a metallic color there. And then the same on the front here, you can see that shimmer. That's the side I'm going to use. Otherwise, it's like a 4 spot, which means there's 4 sides to this, but only the one has that shimmery metallic to it, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to actually leave this side on the back so you can see it like that. I'm going to paint this in a plaster color. I'm going to use this napkin, and this napkin has this scalloped edge on the front. I don't know that I'm going to use that though. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep it with the greens because I'm not going to be using a whole lot of that. And I'm going to paint this because I do want it to come through nice, and I don't want it to be like distorted, right? I want it to look cool. I want it to show through nice and not pick up this. So I'm gonna water this down a little bit. Hunter, let her get by. My goodness, you bully. Grace, we're not doing this tonight. You can come down here. Let her go, let her get by, Jojo. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. These 2. I don't know what you're crying about then. I'm gonna do all the way around here. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Diane. No, it's not snowing, but it's cold. It's really cold, you guys. It's like in the 30s. It's just too drastic of a change. Big boy, get out of here. It's pretty much gone. Anyways. The sun comes out, melts it. Even if it is warm, you know what I mean? Because there wasn't much. And the ground is not cold enough yet for it to really stick too much. It was just sticking on the grass and your cars and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty much gone. Unless it's like a shaded area, it's gone. All right, I'm gonna dry this portion and then we'll get the rest of it going on. So what's going on? Anybody got anything good to talk about? Grace, go upstairs. Sadie. All right, then we'll get the rest of that going here. So nothing's going on with anybody. Chalk paint gets a little thick sometimes. This was really thick. It's been sitting a while. Okay, I was thinking about putting this napkin on the back half of this snow globe, and but you can definitely leave it plain, and you could definitely use that technique that I like to use a lot of times where I pull it back with a baby wipe, and it kind of gives it that stain look, so the wood grain will pull back for you there and come out and show real pretty. Jojo, leave her alone. Go back upstairs. Grace, my goodness, leave the boy alone. So that's why the knot would be there. So if I was just gonna decide not to put that napkin on the back side, then I love that natural look of the wood like that, where the knot would show, the grain would show, that kind of stuff. That's a personal preference. You do you. Stop, both of you. Honestly, they were all so quiet upstairs before I hit the live button. Come on, let's go upstairs. Come on, get up there. Get up there. I'm gonna beep you. All right, so let's use this napkin here. Take the ply off. I got one more ply to grab. One more ply to grab. Oh, not seeing good tonight. I think I need new contacts. So we're just gonna use the one part. You could do this double-sided if that was gonna be seen on both sides, right? You could definitely do that. So I wanna use the metallic side. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the water. I'm not gonna do the water pen. I'm just gonna do water with a clean brush here. And I'm just gonna tear it. This is just a personal preference. You guys can just cut it if you want, or do scrape it off with your sandblock or sandpaper. I just want it to look natural. Okay, let me see where we're at. Let me see if I need to go any smaller. It's not really gonna matter because it'll come off anyways. But I just want to have that natural tear look. So it kind of blends right in. Okay. All right, we're gonna Mod Podge this sucker down, but I'm also gonna take this, and I was thinking about putting this at the bottom. I wanna see how it looks before I actually commit to it. Okay. And again, I wanted this metallic part. I was just gonna put a little bit of that at the bottom. Okay, so let me just eyeball this up. We're gonna come and take it out. This is much bigger than I need, but it's gonna get me started. I'm not gonna do the red though. Okay. So let's get the red off first. Hunter, leave her alone. All right. So I just want to use the fern here. Y'all see what I'm doing? Come across here. And the rest I'm just going to scrape off with my sand block. Okay, all right, that's what we're gonna do. Like this. The fern part that I'm putting at the bottom is actually a little bit more of a cream color. That's why I went with the plaster, so that it would be, I'm hoping it's just gonna blend right in. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, let's do this first. All right. That's gonna be really cute, guys. I'm gonna scrape that bottom off. You guys can see the difference in the color right now. But I'm gonna wrap something around here, so I'm hoping that that's gonna kind of help with that, to not see it so definite, not such a definition in it. Oh my gosh, why can't I speak tonight? My goodness, my goodness. But it's kind of going to look good too, because it's going to give it a little bit of a different look where it's the base of it. You know what I mean? So it will kind of give that look of the, my gosh, can I speak tonight? No, I cannot. The look of that defining look there where it's separating the two. How do I not have anything? To sand this down with. Are you from? Oh my gosh, it's right there, you guys. I'm like, come on, I know it's here. Woo! Oh, I just tore off the paint there. It's pretty rough. That's me, rough. All right, let's go over the top of this with some Mod Podge. All right, let's dry it up. And then I'm going to use some of this luster. And I'm going to use the brass one. They're, actually, maybe I'll go with the gold this time. Let me take a looky-loo here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the gold because it's a little bit brighter than this brass one. This is a gold luster. Believe it or not, it's just a little bit old. All right, I'm going to wet it down because mine is not moist anymore. This does come moist when you guys buy that new, but mine's older, and there's no sense in getting rid of it. You can just add a little tiny bit of water to it, and you're good to go. And I'm just going to come around this edge here. I'm going to very subtly highlight this edge with some gold. I want to do this before I add anything else on it so I can get all the way around it. Okay. Like that. Kind of almost looks like a halo around it. Can you guys see that? Oh no, they better go find that, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It must have come from that San Diego Zoo, huh? Well, that's not good. Okay, so now I have a couple different options here of some gold ribbon, or this here is more of a cord. And, you know, I'm just thinking maybe red would be better. But I don't know. I don't like that. I thought I had some corded red. Blah, 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 blah. I've got this red, but I don't think I'm going to like that either. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll just stick with the gold. Because I was thinking, I have some fern here. I was thinking of putting a piece. I didn't know which one I want. Probably this little one. I think I'll just take some of this and put it on there. So let me wrap this around here, right around the base. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing this because, why, that's what I want to do, mister. All right, I'm gonna turn it. Okay, let me think about this. I think I'm gonna wrap it. I'm just gonna do it like this. A little bit of hot glue here, and then I'm gonna make my own bow. I'm just gonna do a little more than I wanted there. Okay. All right. Just like that, and then I'm gonna do my 2-finger bow with a little bit more of this, and make a cute little bow for it. Take it off my fat fingers. Okay, and we have this really cute little two loop bow. It'll show better when I get it on here. Okay, little bit of glue there. Trying to separate the loop. And if you want to know how to make that 2-finger bow, I do have a really good video here on YouTube that you can watch that's just on making that bow. Let's see. Let's take some of this here, perhaps. And I'm just pulling it off of here. Do I want it to come down, maybe? Let me see about these. All right, one more smaller one. I might go a little bit smaller than that. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to go that way or this way. One way. I have gold and I have red. I think it will go red. These are kind of big. They're kind of big. I think maybe we could do something better. Let me grab my little bin. I can take some off of this. Oh, I've got a bunch down here. Perfect. This might work just like that. Scrunch it together. Okay, I'm gonna put it right there, right above it. Okay, and then I'm gonna squish it into a little circle of 3. A little bit more glue right in the middle of the bow. Let it set up for a second and then I will show you. How stinking cute is that? That's adorable, you guys. So, if you wanted to, you could definitely take the rest of this napkin and we could go across the back of this. But I put my ribbon on there and I completely forgot I was going to do that. But you know what? I can cut the ribbon and then I can just hot glue it down. Okay? So let's just Mod Podge it down. I think it's going to look really cute back here, actually. But definitely you can just leave it if you want. Ooh, I got all this glue. Glue on my hands. Ooh. That's what's nice about this chunky wood is you can use it on both sides. And you could turn around and make something like winter themed on the other side if you wanted. I'm gonna go with this where it doesn't have the metallic on it. And I'm just going to go across it And we'll scrape it off with the, thanks Kathy. We'll scrape it off with the sanding block. So again, these napkins are from last year's napkin pack. I do have a few limited packets left from last year. I think there's 17 in there. I'm not going to be selling them on my website right now. You'll have to just get a hold of me, like through my email or message me here, something like that. I have a few packs left, and I'll sell them for 10 bucks. Okay, so that is so cute too, you guys. Let me just put a little bit more Mod Podge on here to seal it up. Shh. Oh my goodness, are we lippy tonight? And if you wanted to, you could actually do the same thing on this side. If you want to make it double-sided, have it, because you already have that bow coming around, or the ribbon coming around, you could do another piece on this side and kind of zhuzh it up that way as well. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Shh. Oopsies. Let's put this back together. Ooh, this sucker's hot. So hot. Okay, so because we have it coming around like that, we can definitely do another 2-finger bow if you want, or any kind of bow that you guys want. And there's that laundry again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost me. It's my string. I lost my ends. Yeah, go find that video. It's much easier to see at the angle that I have it at than it is for me to try to show you guys how to do this here. Come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna put this one right in the middle because I had taken it apart anyways. Okay. And might just put a few berries in the middle. Let me get those little ones again. I'm just gonna put, let me see, do I want the greens? Do I not want the greens? The right size. Okay. Okay. Let it set up and I will show you this side. So this is not necessary, but this is an option for you. And you could have yourself something plain on this side, and then you have lots of glue strings. And then you have this on this side. And then it really looks cute from both sides. If you had it on a table, in a tier tray, something like that, would be super cute, all right? And if you wanted to zhuzh this up even more, you could take some molded wood trim and you could put it around here. I don't want to use that one. Get one that's not got some paint on it. And molded wood is a product that I invented that you put in a silicone mold, but you can also come around here with it and do a trim on it and go from, I would just go from there to here, you know, from edge to edge like that. And you could definitely zhuzh it up and put a really pretty design on here. And you could do it just like that and not actually have, I wonder if I have any more of that. That looks really good on there. Just leaving it dark or leaving it natural brown and not even painting it up. That looks really cool. But I have a feeling, did I do that one? No. I have a feeling I don't have, because that's just an afterthought. I always have afterthoughts in case y'all are new around here. Oh, actually, would that be enough? No. Probably not. But let's check it out. We'll see. We might be able to make it work. I wish it was just a little bit longer. You don't even have to paint it up sometimes. It just looks really good the way it is. Or we could actually add gold to it. I have this bronze here that I was thinking about doing the edge with, but I liked it the way it was at first, but I do hold on to all of my little pieces. Actually, that's it as well. I would just have to paint it. If I'm going to paint it, I can definitely do this. Okay. Let's try this. Let me see how this looks. If I like this or if I want to do gold. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see. I wonder how this might be too white. I need to get me some liquid gold again. I don't use it that often, and then I can never get it open. So I don't generally use it. Or I don't generally have it. I haven't been buying it because I've been messing it all up. And I don't think that'll work. Let's just try the bronze. Maybe it'll look good. Because it's kind of like the color it is already, right? So if you want to go to another level with it, this is what you can do with it. This is a Rust-Oleum product. I don't know that you can buy it anymore. It is from Menards. I don't know that you can buy it in these little jars is what I really want to say. You might be able to still get them in a larger container, but I don't know for sure. I've had these for a long time, and I was really bummed when they got rid of them because I loved it. Loved it. And yeah, this is a little wonky because you see how I just put them in a Ziploc bag. But that's okay. They will lay flat with some glue. Okay. I'm not going to need all of this. I might have to do this one twice. Actually, I should probably do this and then we'll do that. Let me cut this straight. Cuts with a pair of scissors like that. And then I'll just use a little bit of the other. All right. Let me just do a little bit of this and then I'll figure out how much more I need. Because it's gonna definitely need a second coat on this pink coral color that I'm covering up here. Alrighty, let's dry it up. You love molded wood? Yes, I do too. Now you don't need to heat it up to bend it, but we're just gonna dry it up. That's all we're doing right now. Cut that end. Sometimes it'll puddle in the little grooves, so that's what I'm doing right now, is just kind of dabbing it off. For that extra. Okay, let me get my wood glue. I'm using this Tight Bond. This is a speed set. I usually use the Thick and Quick, but I'm out of that. And we can go on here with some of it. Now, if you're painting all of this the same color, you don't have to, you can glue this on first. So the molded wood is a bendable, flexible wood-based product that comes in a paste. And I'll show you the tub here. Comes in an 8 and 16 ounce container. This is a 16 ounce container of it. And I molded it in a silicone mold on the last live. I've got a lot of lives.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Shush.
It looks like an issue with the router.
Oh my goodness.
Device.
Stop.
So try restarting them. Unplug both of them.
Honestly. Anyway, so you come in here like this and you just take it out, and then it's bendable and flexible. It takes 12 to 24 hours to cure. You see how it grabs hold of everything in that mold and it makes it look amazing. So this one here just happens to kind of be a kind of a basket weave braid look. More of a basket weave on here. So I'm just going to use the wood glue because I'm putting it on wood. I like to use the whatever adhesive that works well with the material I'm putting it on. Okay, so do I want to put it in the middle and then not have a seam at the top, just have a seams at the sides? Maybe. I don't want to have yeah, we'll just do it like this. I actually do like this copper, the way it's coming and popping off here, or bronze, I'm sorry, not copper. And I'm going to grab a little bit on the tip of these. Okay, I do have wood glue here, so I don't want to that I put on all the way around. Oh no. And it's gonna just have to set up like anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one at a time. I was trying to do it so I wasn't gonna mess up the glue I put on there, but it's just much easier like this. I'm just getting it center in my wood. All right, here we go. We're just setting the glue, that's all. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna start right here, setting that together, the seam. I like the other glue better because it sets up faster, or like a stick fast would work as well. And then let's set this up here. Just need a little bit here. Let me cut that. We'll go a little bit extra. And I got to get that second coat on here. Don't forget the ends that you actually cut, because they're going to have that raw edge there. Again, let's dry it. I do have a YouTube page here for molded wood if you want to subscribe to that. And it's all molded wood related stuff. My hands got glue on them, sticky glue. All right. Okay, what side do I want? Cut this down. I'm gonna have to come back in and touch that edge up with the, it's called Mold a Wood. It's a product that I invented called Mold a Wood. I'll show you the container here in just a second. Too much glue. And so you're able to use any silicone mold that you have yourself at home. And if you go to the Mold a Wood YouTube page here, there's videos there for molding, just like where I mold it, unmold it, paint it, kind of play around with it. I have a Facebook group also called Mold a Wood for the same purpose. Okay, but it comes in a paste like this in a tub. This is the 16-ounce container. So it comes in an airtight container because you want to keep it in this container like that, okay? So I did unmold that one just a few minutes ago if you missed it. And you see all the detail to it, and it's bendable and flexible, okay? It will take 12 to 24 hours to cure and like set up. Let me get these. I've got so much wood glue on my finger right now. So anyways, it's a paste like this, and then come in here and take some and apply it into the mold. Cast it in here. You do not prep it with anything. Just put it in there. And if you get a little crumbs or something that come off as you're working with it, like, just grab them and put it back together. bit over here. And don't worry about how perfect it is. It doesn't matter because you can take your you just want to fill it up to the edge of your mold. And then you can take like a putty knife. I just use a plastic one from the Dollar Tree. Scrape it flat back. I've got it flat on that. Put that extra back. You don't want to not have that. Every bit helps. Every bit counts. Now there is a couple different spots in this, and I don't know if it came out in this. Yeah, where there's like a hole in it and you can kind of see the mold coming back. So just kind of push it away. I like to push it back down after I scrape it so I can make sure that it's good and tight in that mold, and you can smooth it back out. So it's like that. You guys can see here, there's a piece of mold where it's raised on purpose to kind of give it a see-through look, but you can definitely cover it over if you want. Yeah, you can buy it. The link is in the descriptions here. My website is creativecraftingbykatie.com if you want to go there, but you can definitely find it in the descriptions here. Well, I mean, it's there. I don't really know how it works. Well, I'm actually live though, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. So you go like that, you do that. So that's what this trim is here, okay? So we've got that. And it is popping off. I really like that I went with a little bit darker color because it's popping off for me there. But then I got some of the bronze on here on my napkin. So anyways, that's a double-sided. The chunky wood will be on the website. It's going to come in all 3 sizes of the globe, snow globe. But, and then napkins, if you wanted those, just send me a message on that. Again, they're last year's, and I'm not going to put them on my website because I don't have hardly any packets left, just a handful. If somebody wanted them, it's like 17 different napkins for $10. So get the air out, push the air out as you're zipping the bag tight. Okay, and make sure this bag's tight because this is it cures in air, right? With the air hitting it. So you want to get that nice and tight and then put your lid back on. And voila. Okay, prices on my website do include the shipping too. So anyways, now this will be another one that we can take. Here's one that I have as well. I just kind of dry brushed it to give you guys an idea of how it picks up on the details in there. So I kind of go with some different colors sometimes just for that. But just using a dry brush actually looks really cool. And you see, I've painted this before and I'm painting over it again. No worries on it, you know? So even though it's a little bit wonky because I just throw it in a Ziploc bag, here's a little tag too. So, but yeah, it's bendable and flexible. So if you just wanted to put this on a candle on the front of, like if you reuse those candles from Bath and Body or wherever you get your candles from, then that's it. You could put something just as easy as that on it. Like I did it on this little box I got. Obviously that's backwards. But this is my molded wood trim that I put all the way around this box that I got thrifting one time. And I mean, I thought it could just be like a paper and pen kind of thing. Or the napkins, I believe it's the size that work in there, the cocktail size. So you could have, instead of putting the word paper on there, you could have put napkins, you could have put nothing, you know. You could have put your last name or something, but I have done lots of it. Like here is a carrot where I've used all my molds, and this is my molded wood, and I painted it up. So this particular one right here, oh, of course it's not on there. How about this one? No, of course it's not on there. Anyways, let me show you the Christmas tree one. It's got lots of different molding trims. All of these are different molds that I just went and did. And then I used my molded wood to make my wood log from a mold as well. So we did this Christmas tree last year. The carrot has been a while since I've done that. And then I even have done like, this carrot is molded wood, the mold, and so is this trim on that cute little tag. And then here's one of my, this is trim around here is molded wood. So I just took the time to paint the detail of that. And then this is actually molded wood. I sell this cutout, the candles, in a 3-pack, but this is molded wood. on a mold from Michael's that has the grain to it. So I cut it and I glued it on all the way around the candle, and then I used hot glue here to make the wax look coming down. I do have these in minis this year, but those are only generally on my live sales. So those are just a few things that I have used the molded wood for. Many other things, but you can get an idea of that if you want to go over to the molded wood group on Facebook. Has got, well, I don't know anymore because they took lives off. So I used to do every Monday, just play around with this molded wood and show y'all how to use it in different ways. We even roll it out and cook and stamp it with cookie cutters and stuff. So anyways, here is some cuteness, double-sided cuteness. All right, so I will get these cutouts on the website here in a few minutes. And yes, anyways, I'll get these cutouts on there and go from there if you're all interested in that. But creativecartoonbykatie.com is where you'll find all of this and much more. So I hope you all check it out, and if you don't already subscribe to me, please do. And I will see you all soon. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.